Yeah, and the story, we don't have any questions coming in, so I have a story to tell you. And it is a little bit about sometimes in the junior, you see the stands are empty, and they were full last week in Bangkok, and the first 2 weeks were pretty good, and you think that, oh, they're just the moms and the dads of the people, the kids that are the skaters that are here. But I ran into some skating fan in the Munich airport, and a woman came up to me and said, "Are you Ted Barton?" I said, "Yes." And she had quite a strong American accent from Georgia, and real nice folks. And she said her son, Brian, was over there, and he stood up and waved, and he eventually came over, and it was so interesting because he has been following the Junior Grand Prix ever since 2014. It's when he saw Lipinskaya skate, and he just sort of felt fascinated and in love with the sport. He just says, it's amazing. These young skaters are terrific. So he follows the Junior Grand Prix and has attended a number of Junior Grand Prix, of which he has the flag tattooed on his arm as to the countries that he went to watch the Junior Grand Prix. And then he knew all these skaters and where they were, what they're at, and he says he also likes college football in the United States. He said, I love watching college football because they're the NFL stars of the future, and to see who's rising. And it was so interesting. He works in New York, and I thought, oh wow, the Junior Grand Prix is seen by people around the world. And I remember years ago I did an email out there, and people responded from all over the planet, from Brazil and Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, United Arab Emirates, all over Eastern Europe, New Zealand, Australia. It didn't matter where it was. We have people watching from all over the world, and that was pretty cool. And I just wanted to tell that story because there are people that do really closely watch these juniors and their careers and follow them as they grow and have the bad days and they have the good days, and then they move into seniors. So for Brian and his mom coming from Georgia, Brian from New York, we welcome you here in Ankara, and we thank you for your loyalty and fellowship of all these athletes. There you go.
Well, how interesting to hear that, and that, obviously from a non-skater. And I had an interesting chat online with Ivan Regini, who's a choreographer. I reached out to him in regards to his work as a choreographer for some of the skaters here, but he was just acknowledging that he really wishes that skaters could get the recognition on a kind of global stage for what they do, because it is so incredible. And it's right, what skaters do is crazy cool.
Well, you know what? It's funny you say that, because I asked Brian, I said, do you skate? Have you ever skated? He said, no, I haven't. He said, but I got fascinated with it, and so I took a couple skating lessons. He says, I've got my first step, and now I'm on the step where I'm going to cross my foot over going backwards. So I'm working on that. And I said, did you ever think, well, watching it, that was as hard. It's one of the reasons he went to the rink. He wanted to find, well, how hard is this? Because it looks really good, right? Right? Yeah. And when you put your boots on, you go on the ice, you go, oh, now I know how good these guys are, right? So these young women and men. So I thought it was very clever and interesting that he actually went down to the rink, got a lesson, and has taken some lessons just to try to experience what he's watching on TV. Very cool.
Well, it's when we talk